Happy birthday to you, March 22. Bless you, March 22. Happy birthday to March 22. Sexy March 22. Oh, happy birthday to all of our March 22. Happy birthday is for you through and through. It's for you. I can't make this up. You hear me? You guys, happy birthday. The first thing that came to my energy about your birthday was a couple of things, actually. Sorry about you. You guys, I want to, what do you call, I have to recollect something, because some of you guys experience your child passing at a small age, and I'm gonna say the age of, it looked like almost from 3 to 5, because it was a small child. And yeah, so my deepest condolences to those of you who lost your child when your child was very, okay, I'm hearing burn victim, severe, dang, I ain't never heard of 33 degree burns. Is that what it is? Let's see, because I'm hearing that. Give me a minute, you guys. That's exactly. Ooh, that flew out. Yeah. Yeah, it was his time. If you guys could only see this divine timing, it was his time. It looked like a little boy, if it's a little girl, it was her time. But the one I seen, the visual that I seen of the child was like the child was happy. So it was divine timing. It was your child's time. One thing about that word death, you guys know I always tell, oh look, it was divine timing to show love to you guys. That was divine timing with a lot of love here. Oh my goodness. All right, divine timing with love. It wasn't love bombing. Some of you guys, mad at the higher realms, think the higher realms were bombing you guys. But the bottom line is it was your child's time. And you guys, and it was not just your child's time, it was also divine timing, for your child with a lot of love. And your child is loved here and there. You guys provided a lot of love for this child because it was so clean and happy. Look, it's almost like they're speaking up from, from beyond. They're speaking up from beyond. And let me see what they have to say here, because I'm trying to be cute with my glasses on, but I don't need them. So, well, I'm actually trying to give my eyes a breather, but it says, yeah, they're expressing themselves for you guys, letting you guys know that, they had the courage that it take to get here, to follow through, and to know that, their voice matters. They are here. They are here speaking up with a lot of love is what I see. Letting you guys know it was simply divine timing here. What I see is your child wanting you guys to, I heard get a grip, because some, and that's, get centered, but I heard get a grip. I don't know where that was from, but the bottom line is just simply recharge. They want you guys to recharge and possibly start going out and just, maybe going on dates You know, some of you guys blind date with someone trusted by someone. You know what I'm saying? Like someone verified and trusted by a real long lifelong friend. Blind date type of thing. Okay, that's what I'm getting. You know, somebody verified and trusted, but they want you guys to really go out there and stop feeling awkward about the situation right now. You know, because they're saying that, you know, the death is always going to be unexpected for some, you know, because we don't know the hour, the minute, nor the second, you know. However, it was one thing that we do know, and that is, those of you who don't know, the acronym for death is simply DEATH. All right, it's simply someone who did everything that DEATH, someone who did everything appointed to him or her in this lifetime. So that's what happened. That's why they're speaking up, because they're telling you guys that, you know, it was all about the higher realms timing. The higher realms brought you here. The higher realms made it all clear for you to not disappear, because you're still here spiritually. You're just not here physically. And I always like to use the example, like when I cut off this video, I'm not here. You know what I'm saying? In that form. But I'm here in video form. You can still see me in video. So you can still see them, feel them, know that they're there. So, you know, yeah. And you guys were not problematic with this child. So what I'm getting is you guys were loving mothers, okay? You didn't have no filter. You told them exactly straightforward, you know, what to do and things of that nature. And you guys put in a lot of work just, you know, to keep things flowing, you know, money, revenue coming in. You guys proved to be so unbreakable, you know, so they don't want this to break you guys. They want you guys to trust and follow and trust, you know, the signs that you guys are getting, because these are signs. They're speaking up. They want you to know that it's divine timing, and it's divine timing, and divine timing is showing you guys love, you know. And this type of love bomb is like boom, you know. It's so much love. You're going to be so recharged. A lot of you guys are going to be recharged, and you're going to be able to get out there again. And for those of you who are, you know, dating yourself, basically, you know, you're going to be out there, even getting out there doing that. You're going to be seen, you know, and it's going to surprise everybody. Yeah, because of the introspection that you have endured here. But without a doubt, they want you guys to really follow the signs and all. So they're telling me that the signs are in some past photos, because they have it like this. So the signs are located in some past photos, okay? That's what they're telling me. So if you guys follow the signs and trust, you'll know it's in the photos. Now that remind me of, yeah. Because I didn't really get, let's say Burns for some of you guys. But it brings me back to that movie, my favorite movie, Lovely Bones, you know. I don't know why, you know, I'm just always close to, you know, the next level, right? But Lovely Bones were really designed to share what was going on exactly, you know, and how this situation happened. This man kidnapped, you know, the young girls, and all the young people that was kidnapped and tricked and, you know, deleted from this earth that way. They were in a special place where they were all playing together, you know, spiritually. They were all, you know, sending messages out to their loved ones, sending flickering candle lights and stuff like that. It was beautiful. So they want you guys to trust in the signs, and it's something in the photo that you guys need to be aware of, okay? And it's mainly, it's in the time where you guys were, like I said, it's in the past where you guys were, you know, holding on to your baby. Some of you guys were holding on tight to them, like holding on to them. So it's a picture with you hugging them, cuddling them. Trust that sign that they're doing the same thing to you. Oh, let me find out. This is how they do it. They like, listen, trust that sign that photo is still the photo. It's in real time. However, it's in the spiritual realm. That's what they're telling me right now. So you need to be aware of that photo where you just hugging on them and loving them like this. And they're saying it's still happening right now in spiritual realm. So please continue to follow the signs and trust and believe that, you guys made a lasting impression on them. They are always with you. And they're speaking up from time to time. So don't be surprised you hear that voice. Some people can still hear their mother call. You know what I mean? And look at those photos that they want you to see, please. And that photo around Christmas time, look, that date is Christmas. You see that right there? It's December. So look at the photos you guys took in December on Christmas time, on Christmas Day. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that is Christmas Day, honey pie. And they want you to see it. And they want you to know that. Trust and believe. They're still there in your arms. They're still there in your arms. And they're watching you grow, watching you, work and, get brand new ideas and brand new things coming to you guys. It may not be so brand new now, but they watched you from, the ground up. So you guys, every day at, what is this time showing me here? Give me a second, you guys. It's like 8 minutes before 12. So what is that, so it's like 50, something like 56, 53, something like that. But the bottom line is, before 12, so that means it's 11. Okay, so yeah. What is wrong with me? It's 11. I'm getting 58. 11. No, not 58. I'm sorry. Oof, child. 58. Yeah. So about 11:58. And I apologize. Anyway, it's somewhere around there. And so what this tells me is that your child's birthday may be around, like, if it's not Christmas, because that's showing up, it's around November, around November the 5th or the 8th or the 13th or something like that. That's what I'm getting. They are definitely looking at you guys. Be so ambitious, and they want you to keep that determination. All right, they want you to forever keep that determination. And a lot of you guys, you got your own, what do you call it, your own business and stuff like that. Yeah, because you know what? I saw the premises and bylaws. I saw you guys doing something with the premises and bylaws. I saw you guys, maybe you guys are creating your premises and bylaws. I hope I'm saying that right. It's been a long time since I had to write anything like that. But the bottom line, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing, you guys get the bylaws and the premises together. I can't call it. It's bylaws and something else. But the bottom line is, yeah, they don't want you to have broken, promises, because you promised them that you would keep going. You guys will follow. You promised them something, that love that follows, that love that goes on forever. A lot of you guys say, I love you forever, ever. You said all that to them. And don't stop now. They don't want you to stop now, okay? Because they're following you. They're making sure that you keep that love promise, and they are keeping their promise too. Look, I can't make it. Look, listen, don't get scared. But they said, all right, so they make, this is them in ghost form with the love. So they, I don't know what they might do. Wait a minute. I love this child. This child is so cute too. But I'm getting child, leaving little trails for you to pick up on. Like if you see something, especially around the time when you guys are sipping your coffee and stuff like that. And look, they're right there. Look, they are right there the whole time. Oh my God, you guys, listen, this is your child right there, leaving all kinds of, they in ghost form, so to speak, spiritual realm, leaving you all kinds of I love you messages and signs while you guys just sit there and drink your coffee. And it's so funny. It's so funny. So that's what I see. It's a lot going on here. And they're making you aware of also any dangers, because that's what they're showing me here. See them, excuse me, if you guys got some nudges or something like that, that's them. They're making you aware of any red flags in your business, in your lifestyle, everything, because they are determined for you guys to, enjoy your upgrade, because a lot of you guys are, upgrading yourself. Some of you guys are online influencers, stuff like that. And a lot of you guys already, experienced a big break, or that big break coming in. So they have a lot to do with this, But this is so funny. But like I said, this is funny. While you drinking your coffee, they sit up there having fun, ghosting you. You know what I'm saying? Leaving little trails for you. I love you, mommy. Stuff like that. This is so adorable. I don't know who this is for, but you guys know who it's for. So that's the message I was getting, and I was getting also the message, like I said, of the business. And again, my deepest condolences, but baby doll, as you see, they ain't going nowhere. They sit up there having a good old time. In the visual I seen them, in a rare form. You know what I mean? I seen them there, but they were living. They were inside of the and they were living, and it was white inside there. And let me see. Okay, yeah, they had on white, of course. They had on like a white top. But I couldn't see the bottom, because of course the bottom was cut off. It was a short thing. But they had a smile on their face, and it was really looking happy, like untouched type of, spirit. That spirit was untouched, so it was still innocent and pure. I love that. Yeah, so you guys, without a doubt, they're really not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. Yeah. They just didn't want to leave you, at all. They feel that, and they feel all of that. They didn't want to leave you like that, because they see what you see. It's like you feel like you're alone as you versus you. And before that, it was you and your child, which was two. And that was the two of you. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah. And look, they were your biggest secret admirer. You saw what they were leaving you. Yeah, they were your biggest secret admirer, and they want to pay you back some type of way. And they want you to see that photo, okay? They want to pay you back in some type of way, for the love that you, spill out in every way. So you guys, look at that photo. That's what I'm getting. Now I'm going to just tap into, tell me what I need to know about my beautiful March 22. You guys, do me a favor. It's important that you do this, okay? On my channel, you got to do some work in every way. Yes. Oh, you guys, if you are, out there dating, don't forget that the higher realms gave me a specific download for everyone who's out there dating, okay? If you are drawn to someone in some type of way, pay attention to the letters that you have. They have in their name and the letters you have in your name. They must have two letters of the same in your name. All right? right? You guys must share 2 letters only. That means it's a match. 3 letters means there'll always be a third party. Okay? 4, there will be more. 5, it's just a party that's alive and it keeps going on, right? So the higher realms ain't playing about this message, because the higher realms also said for you guys to do the history, and you can do the research, because you can look back and see how that worked out for you when you didn't have any letters at all that match. You know what I mean? That was more like what do you call these, love spells or come to me spells type of energy. Somebody just wanting something at that time, or whatever. Those are the things that came in. However, if there's a match, it's a match. Okay? And the higher realm said it is really that simple in a big way. If you guys are vibing, you got that energy, and you just let me check it out. Let me see how many letters. It's 3. Not for me. No, because, like I told you guys, it's always a third party. But the higher realm said with those 2 letters that you guys share the same, write those 2 letters down, right? And what I mean is, say like the first letter in your name, it doesn't have to be the first letter in your name or anything like that. It could be any in rare form. But what I'm saying is, the first one that matches with his in your name, the first one you catch that match, okay, write that down. The second one, write that down. In that order, create words that come out of your soul. Because you look at those 2 letters and see what words make those letters. Like TR, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys have some trust, you know what I mean? It could go on and on. So the higher realms want you guys to write down what words come to your soul, to your heart, based on those 2 letters. And that will tell you what you guys' relationships will be made up of. What the meat and potatoes would be like, okay? Not the soup and salad right now, but the meat and potatoes. All right? So that was the download message I got from the higher realms a while back. In divine timing, okay? And some of you guys will meet somebody in divine timing, and you guys will yeah, 2 o'clock. So some of you, this is 2 o'clock, because it makes messing these things. Okay, so it's 5 minutes to 2. Okay. So some of you guys, November the 2nd is significant, is what I'm getting. In divine time, and something will happen in November. Okay? You guys, the higher realms is really doing something for you guys. And like I said, your loved one is. And I don't want to bring them back into it, because I'm going to try to get basic, because they're very come forward. If you ever want to tap into their energy. And another thing, you guys, don't forget to write a letter, okay? They want something. Okay. Yeah, so what happens is, I should have did like this, right? However, what happened with that is for you guys to write a letter to your child, and write this letter. And when you write this letter, you guys, you need time to yourself, a secluded area, beautiful space, all kinds of, beautiful things around you. You know what I'm saying? And start your letter. And that letter must begin with how you felt the moment they, crossed over to the other side. Okay? The moment they crossed over to the other side, you start from there and let them know everything you're doing up until now. Okay? And and some of you guys, if it's also, because it's how messages ring true a certain way as well. So it's some people over there and over there. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm getting East Asia. Oh, wow. Salasia, Tucson, Tulsa, Minnesota. These are others. Now let me tell you how it's affecting them, this message. So this message is affecting them in that way for some. However, for others, it's affecting you guys in a different way. Those who are over there, yeah. So it'll come back to me, you guys. Okay, yeah. Some of you guys, you guys are setting boundaries for this luxury lifestyle. So some of you guys are gonna be all right. And something is trying to, like block you from your luxury lifestyle. The higher realms is telling you guys keep straightforward, keep that straightforward face because it's going down. Because it's the higher realms hanging in the middle of there too. They doing it. They don't know what the higher realm is doing too. See, all they have is those chemical smiles, those plastic smiles. They're fake. But wait a minute, you guys, because that really breaks my heart because it was telling me like people from over here was experiencing the child lost to it. However, it was different in different capacity. Level. Yeah. So some kind of way, and I pray that it comes back. Yeah, because in Cambodia, it's in reverse. It's happening to them in reverse. In those areas that I mentioned, this is outside of you guys. I'm just speaking to you guys right now. Yeah, so a lot of you guys, your work is luxurious. Some of you guys may have to travel for work or do certain things like that, which qualifies you guys to automatically have a boundary set for people who you have zero tolerance for. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And like I said, this sun is coming. Oh man. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Can I tell you something? Your sun is still here. Your sun is still here. Your sun is still here. I just spilled the tea. Okay? I'm gonna try to see what it can be because like I said, yeah. Your sun is still here. And they're definitely here. So some of you guys are retired, okay? And some of you guys are so admired in the spiritual realm and this realm. A lot of you guys have a secret admirer. Yes, you do. However, for a lot of you guys, it's your son. I can feel this kiss. This heart is their kiss. Like maybe you guys seen them kiss a letter before like that. Not the funny part of it, like that. But like that. It just feels like a kiss there. And it's so crazy because they you better kind of follow those breadcrumbs because they are very serious about who they're keeping away from you. So you can enjoy your life all the way to drinking your tea in retirement. You know what I mean? They're not playing. There's something going on here with that. I was going to do something else, but I'm like, okay. And financially, you guys are setting boundaries too. You have to, you guys, and trust what you will. Trust those inner thoughts that's coming across. Because a lot of you guys are setting boundaries here with financially as well. And you're not hiding your feelings when you share that either. A lot of you guys are detached from a lot of emotional connections at this time because you're grieving. That's why they're encouraging you to follow those signs of love, because it's no secret that you guys are admired. It's no real secret that you guys are heavily admired, okay? Whether we spill the tea today or tomorrow or the next day, you guys are secretly, admired, and a lot of you guys have, you're enjoying your some of you guys are enjoying the fruits of your labor, or you soon will be, because they're trying to guide you. This spirit, which is your child, is guiding you and helping you, until retirement. They're helping you set boundaries, is what they're saying, with these, but they serious about it, because this child just, oh wow, you guys. Okay, so a lot of others of you guys, that's confirmation. I don't know if you guys can hear the noise going on, but that just went off like crazy, because I see the child here. So the child was small when it passed, but the child would be about this age here. I heard 17, for some, for others of you guys, 11, 12, 13 for some of you guys, you know what I'm saying? And 17 just came here, and then I was just going back to the numbers that we've seen. But you guys, it's important that you also, when you get a chance, please take each letter of your name first, okay? Then you can do your child's name so you can see what it is, okay? Oh, let me see something, because the higher realms is telling me something so cute. This is it. It's moving. So look, the higher realms is saying that too. Oh, that's why you guys love each other so much, that it was, it's strong, not toxic. Toxic in a good way. That's what I'm getting. A lot of you guys really, really, really did something. You guys, do me a favor. Get each letter of your name, okay? Get each letter of your name, and one by one, hear my neighbors, they like to smoke that hookah, and it stinks, and it comes right in my house. So I may have to turn on my thing, but so I can breathe. Yeah, they're really heavily amongst us, these weirdos. That's all I can say they are. They are very strange people, and they're not really people. So they really need to be studied. They need to take all of them that's here, I'm serious, and study them. They need to really do that, because whatever they're smoking is not logical. And it's coming in my house right now. So let me see. I'm going to come and turn on my thing, you guys, but I don't want you guys to not hear me. So, oh, I know what to do. 1 second, you guys. You guys, I may wait a few minutes, but I want to let you guys know to take each letter of your name and get the count of it, okay? Get the count of it. Say like you have, the letter A in your name, do that count. That's number 1. The letter T is 20. You know what I'm saying? And go on. But whatever numbers, and I'm talking about your first name only for now, right? And see what number you are. Because some of you guys may be number 22. You may be your own name. You may be your own birthright number, because your birthright number is 22. And they thought they were, I guess, let's see. Maybe they thought they were trying to stop my flow, I guess. But that's okay. The bottom line is this, you guys. Let me go ahead and say this, because it's amazing how these messages have to come to you guys. So you guys, please do that. Do each letter and count your name, and then count your child's name, because the beautiful message that really rang my heart is you and your child have the same numbers. Even if it's not 22, you guys share the same numbers. All right? And that's a frequency of vibration that you guys will slowly be on to the next life, to the next life. You feel me? Because don't forget, in this soul time, this soul journey, however many lifetimes it takes for someone else, it may not take the same for another. You know what I mean? So that's why you have, a lot of spiritual giants, and then you have some midgets, some that just can't grow anymore because their journey is short. It's like, oh, that's it, or something like that. It could be something like that, okay? That's what I'm getting anyway. So the bottom line is this. The higher realm wants you guys to do that and see that you guys are a match. You and your child, you're a match. And that's a beautiful thing. Also, I want to let you guys know before we get too far and not get cut off somehow. The bottom line is that you guys are the mass key component to this whole divine plan on this beautiful divine planet Earth. The higher realm said that word could be no other word than planet. And it was simply so you guys will know that you are planned. All right? And the last two letters in that word of planet is ET. So that you guys will know that you're planned until the end of time. And some of you guys until the end of your Earth timeline here. Okay? Some of you guys are going to the end of Earth timeline too. Yeah. Right? Yeah, hence the word revelation, right? So some of you, stuff like that, it just what it is, right? Just using those words, to clarify what I'm trying to say here. But the bottom line is, you guys, the higher realms want you to recognize that you are a mass key component to this whole divine plan, all right? And the higher realms don't want you to sleep on that, because a lot of you guys have been living the ET life all your life, sweetheart. You didn't save that dog, that puppy, for no reason. Some of you guys may have been a cat, but some of you guys, I'm seeing a dog. Aw, I'm seeing 2 dogs. So some of you guys saved 2 dogs in your lifetime, already. But however, you were younger then. So some of you guys saved 2 dogs from something. Something about water for one. And then something else, some of you guys, you saved the animal, you took them to the vet. It wasn't your animal, but you guys took them there, something of that nature. So you guys have been living the ET life all your life, okay? Some of you guys have been the great ET husband, wife, friend, cousin, uncle, sister, brother, mother, all that. Yeah, because you've been E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. Okay, that's what the ET is in every way. And for others, yeah, we'll talk about that later. The others who are not on the journey, they're not paying attention or not, they're going to need ET in a different way. They're going to be begging for extra time, That's a different story. So, what I need to let you guys know is that, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And the higher realms want you guys to know that life is simply your soul's journey. All right? That's it. That's all. Life is your soul's mission. It is not a competition. Even though you got those fools out there wishing that they were in competition, you got that big one, that dressed up garbage can man, woman or man, always looking good on the outside, but dirty, filthy on the inside. And I'm talking about that soul. Man. You hear me? So that's a deep thing, That's why I don't understand how they, talk about any type of swap. How you gonna swap when you dirty? How you gonna swap from dirty to clean? That don't even make sense. You gotta go through a process to clean. Your spirit ain't clean. That ain't making no kind of sense. So that's why I know a lot of people are, living in Delulu land, trying to do whatever they do, because that's the Lulu, unless you, I don't know. Anyway, the bottom line is this. You guys are on the right path. You guys are on your way to your North Node. The higher realms would just want you to be aware of these different people in different dimensional levels that may be in different levels of competition with you guys, wishing that it was a competition. And that next one is the one with that $500 hat with that 50-cent head, always trying to peep who going to bed, right? Yeah, and that last one is so peculiar. That's that one with all those degrees more than a thermometer. But they're always asking you, hey, you, what should I do, right? Because they really want to know. What should I do? All right? So the higher realm said, It's already fired up inside of you what to do. A lot of you guys need to know this, okay? Because the higher realms place something so beautiful and insightful and precious inside of you. It is called your intuition. The higher realms say if you trust your intuition, whoo-wee, Rodney P, you can begin to see without sight. All right? People still scratching their head trying to figure out how the blind man and woman can get around this whole earth, day or night, by themselves. Get it right and don't have to fuss nor fight. It's still scratching their heads. So the higher realms is telling you that the higher realms didn't stop there. So beware. The higher realms keeps your intuition spiritually tethered to this beautiful thing called your spiritual GPS, which is simply the gods or the guides, or simply God pointing you to the next level of step of origin. Okay? Yeah. That's right. In a big way. And the acronym for STEP is STEP, a solution to every problem. That's why I say you guys need to know that you were born like a spiritual 9mm gold, full of hollow points, not knowing which way to shoot. And that's okay, because that's why the higher realms give you that spiritual root. The higher realm speaks through number, signs, and synchronicities. That's your birthday, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body. That's why the higher realms want you to speak, to know about these numbers, which is your birthright 22. But before we do, we need to talk about the STEP, the solution to every problem. The higher realms start seeing everybody run around here like this, pointing one finger out. And the higher realms said, tell them there's 3-4 fingers pointing back. That means it's something that they lack. And look how I look. And the finger. Right? What is the shape like? Exactly. So the higher realm said, listen, let them know what a problem is. And a problem is something that you create. Soul fam. It's really that simple. A problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. Hence, that's why you have a problem. It's always going to be attached to a name. Hence, Houston, we have a problem, right? When you got a situation, you can hear people say, what had happened was it, and they start, fly by it. Okay? Yeah, that part, things that they don't take to heart, you know what I mean? But the bottom line is, the higher realms want you guys to know the difference. Why? Because the higher realms want you guys to recognize that the enemy is just like the word says. It is enemy. No one can ever harm me more than I can harm me. No one can ever hurt me more than I can hurt me. I'm going to say it again because I want you guys to hear it in its entirety. The enemy is just like the word says. It's enemy. Little me, right? So why the higher realms is breaking that to you guys right now is because the reason the higher realms is saying this to you guys is so you can take a moment out of your day, any time of the day, and ask yourself this simple question in that way. Am I the solution? Am I the solution? Most of you guys will hear, you know what? I think you're doing okay. Right? Yeah. So the higher realms do not want you to run around and not be knowing what a problem is. They do that, y'all. Y'all got proof here. These people crazy. Every time I make a video. That's why sometimes I just, whatever. But they know I'm making a video because I live by myself. So if I'm talking, I don't talk to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want the people, I know how to be by myself. But, and I don't knock nobody who do what they do, but I'm just saying I'm just not one to do it. I don't find it necessary. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that much talking in the world to me. But the bottom line is this. That's what they do, So, and you guys take that as confirmation as well, okay? That's another thing. Please take that as confirmation. all that noise that they're making, when they make it. So the higher realms want you guys to be aware of that. All right? And that's a matter of fact. And that brings us to your birthright number, which is 22. And the higher realm said that number 2, ooh, look at that, 222 came all across there. I saw that. So the higher realm said, yeah, 22 is so profound because it means you guys are spiritually an official person. In the spirit world, you guys are very much official. Some of you guys really did some spiritual, okay, let me tell you guys are ascended masters. A lot of you guys came here, you're multidimensional spiritual beings, of course, but you guys came here on a special, specific mission. Some of you guys are officers, some of you guys have, officer, whatever type in your business, something in your business that says official, right? In a big way. And that's how you guys are in the spiritual realm. And that's what people don't know. A lot of work they do here is the work that you did in the spiritual realm. It's not that you couldn't get hired for that job. That's what people don't know. It's not like that. It's that you weren't doing that up there, so it's not above, you're going to be doing down below. I can't make this stuff up if I wanted to, yeah, so that part. So I just want to let you guys know that as well. It's so funny. So yeah, so the higher realms want you guys to know that 22 is definitely you guys being blessed with your heart's desire. Why? Because that number 2 says that the higher realms highly favor you. When you have that birthright number 2, you're highly favored by the higher realms. Because the higher realms said, all you got to do is look in that mirror. You'll see everything on your body that equals the number of 2. You got 2 feet, check, 1, 2. You got 2 legs, check, 1, 2. You got 2 arms, check, 1, 2. And you got 2 eyes. And they're both the same size. Yeah. So you guys got all that going on, and that means you are highly favored with a birthright number of 2. Okay? The higher realms meaning business about you. You guys are going to get everything in this lifetime that your heart desire because you are an official person in the spiritual realm. And a lot of you guys need to know that as sure as it takes, because see, that number 2 says you guys are prayer. You pray. A lot of you guys pray. Those in a way in the back somewhere saying, I don't pray, it's okay, because you don't recognize you're living prayer if you're breathing to stand right there. People pray for couples. They say, oh, that's a beautiful couple over there. Let me pray and let them have a boy or a girl. They would make this world a better place. Yeah, let's pray with me. Those type of things. So beware the one who said, I don't pray. That's okay, because you are a living prayer. So please beware. It goes down in prayer time. That's one thing so beautiful about prayer. And a lot of you guys, they want me to tell you this. The prayers you pray for your son, they are on the one. They would never, that's the beautiful thing about prayer. You guys, I could pray for my subscribers right now, and the higher realms can take me off this earth, and that prayer will still live on. And that's what's happening right now in you guys, life right now. That prayer is still living on. Y'all still together like you prayed during every storm of weather, okay? So, yeah, just please remember that. So you guys, 2 + 2 = 4. So that means a lot of you guys have a birthright of 4. That's powerful. That means a lot more. The higher realm said the number 4 is never to be ignored in the spiritual world nor the spiritual realm. It means that the angels are sending you everything that you need, okay, in a big way. So a lot of you guys, you don't have to do the traditional birthday thing where they, light the candle and blow it out. That's an earth sign and fire sign. You guys can use all 4 elements to manifest your wishes. Earth, air, water, fire, right? You can use all 4 because you are birthright of number 4. You guys are being blessed from all 4 corners of the earth. 4 elements of the earth, 4 seasons of the earth, even down to that 4-legged animal. Like I said, some of you guys got the animal, like this 4-legged animal getting. That's why you guys save the animal too. You have this four. That's the blessings of four are with you. A lot of you guys couldn't walk if you wanted to. People won't be calling you saying you need a ride, whether you have four wheels or not. However, a lot of you guys, because of that blessings of four, you have four. Most of you guys come from a family of four. A lot of you guys are attracted to names of four. A lot of you guys give out four-letter nicknames. We can go on with the four. You know, that's why they created that emotional pet, because you guys get that blessings of four. You know, it's a beautiful thing. So please do not ignore your birthright of number four. All right? I can't make it up. Now let's get down with the get down. I'm going to get something else and then I'm going to let you guys go because time is less. What sign may be of good company for you guys today, okay? Oh. Yeah. So a lot of you guys, the sign of no, a lot of you guys are going to be saying no today because people will be trying to get you guys to drink or smoke or do something in the higher realm, saying just say no and mean it today. That's the sign for you today. Hopefully that's okay. I can't make it up. Yeah, because some people are trying to get you to do it on your job. And some people don't realize what you're doing is an inside job. It's not about the outside. You know, you don't care about the glamour and glitz. Or you care about the spiritual, you know, wits. Just what is. You know what I'm saying? And what else did my birthday 22 need to know about that? Yeah. So somebody gonna be calling you a B today. They may say it under their breath because I'm getting somebody mumbling or somebody thinking it. Somebody with a poker face today. Because you're going to be chilling. You're going to be like, listen, no. With a poker face. Because you're following the signs. Because you guys know that you are loved and from the beyond. And the higher realm said, somebody going to be calling you a B. And on this channel, it just means because you said no to them, they feel very offended. So they're calling you a B. And on this channel, the BITCH means a person who is being in total control of him or herself. Okay, that's what the BITCH mean on this channel. A person who is being in total control of him or herself. They can't control you once you say no. You know, and all they had to offer here is some love spelled backwards, which is evil. They have to give themselves time to grow and evolve, and I can't make it up. Yeah, you guys, make sure you're not comparing your outsides to people insides, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Or comparing their outsides to your insides. Yeah, the higher realms want you guys to stop people pleasing too, because there's something going on. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I see you guys. This is you guys. You guys not about the people please. You gonna say no and mean it because you're in your B era. You in your being in total control of yourself era. And that's the end of that. And that's on that. That's what I need to say. Yeah, you guys are very, ooh, this is beautiful. Yeah, you guys are keeping it simple today, very much so. You guys are keeping it very simple today. Yeah, because you either working on moving forward or you're working on moving backwards. And for some others, you're either working on, you know, you're recovering your life or you're working on destroying your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening. And you guys are not playing the middle finger of your life. What's hidden? Dang, that came fast. Okay. What's hidden is this dressed up garbage can. You know, somebody, this dressed up garbage can person. That's what's hidden. This person is a dressed up garbage can. They have a lot, you know, they have a lot going on outside. So this dressed up garbage can is what's hidden. Tell me more about this dressed up. Okay, wow, that was quick. Yeah. So this dressed up garbage can think you're supposed to be right by them. You don't have to be right by them. You don't have to be right at all. Why? Because people are dead right. You know, you go over there in the graveyard, we can pick them all out. And we can put some boys speakers and nobody is getting up. So it's important today for you guys to not get in an argument with these people. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your time. You know, you say no and mean it and keep it moving. And that's that. Okay? And it's important for you guys to know today that you don't have to be right. I don't ever have to be right. It's okay, because I'd be daggone if I be doing all my energy that way. You know, people used to be mad at me because I ain't argue with them. They said, why? I said, because I don't snore in your face. You don't snore in my face. You know what I'm saying? What I got to be arguing with you about? You really think, oh, girl? You know, not that I don't have any love for somebody, but good God Almighty, to do that? No, no, not I, said the captain. And last time I checked, I was the captain of my ship here. Whoa, ain't that something? So the bottom line is, you guys, focus on that today. You don't have to be right. It's not about people pleasing today. It's about your insides. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, because that's what you are working on. And you're working on just keeping your day as simple and plush as possible and not crossing any boundaries. And that's the only reason why they saying that B word. And you guys get ready to get some money, and that's a good thing, you know? What signs to avoid today? Because that's what I was trying. Good God Almighty. Aquarius. So Aquarius, I'm getting the Aries and Aquarius here. AAs. 2 A's. So I'm getting 2 Aquarius here, and then I got a Virgo. So, tell me about the Aquarius. Why the Aquarius? I hope I get time, you guys. If I get cut off, I apologize. Okay. Yeah, the Aquarius is because, you know, they may be homeless at this time, or they may be experiencing something right now, so they may not be as great company because they're really just trying to, you know, I forget what they call it. They got a joke about it. And then they don't want to stick to the basics ever. They want to keep dealing with something else because they didn't, you know, focus out so much that they, you know, don't have a permanent address at this time. What about the Aries? Why that may not be good for, why Aries are not good company today? Oh. Okay. Aries not good company because they are looking at you guys in such a way where you're free and they're not. Okay? They feel like because you have, you know, stability that, you know, so they're not going to be good company today. That's what I'm getting. And what's up with Virgo today? Why they're not good company? Because, you know, there are only 3 types of people in this world. People who make things happen, people who watch things happen, people don't give a what happened. And Virgo really don't really have a clue which one are you, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Virgo don't know which one are you. They don't know who are you, which one are you. That's weird. So what Virgos are uplifting today? I mean, look, I said what Virgo. What signs are uplifting for you guys today? Spirit, what sign is uplifting? What will give you an uplifting sign today that's coming your way? Who is an uplifting sign? Is there any uplifting signs coming your way? Uh-oh, you guys, you see how the other one came? Shoot. I don't know if I dropped that or it dropped. So I see Libra and Cancer, and you guys best know what that was, what the answer. Okay? Tell me about the Cancer. Okay? Whoa. Okay. Not getting over, not getting under, not going through. So Cancer is the type of person. Okay, so Cancer is a person that, you know, in your life that would be good for you guys because they'll help you go through it. They realize that you can't go over, you can't go under, you really got to go through. So they're willing to, the Cancer is willing to go through with you today. See what the Libra is, if I can get it in. Oh, see what the Libra is. A good listener today. This is where we must part ways. I love you guys. All right. Happy birthday. Mwah. Mwah.